Good morning, everyone, and welcome to JU-I's channel once again. It's Friday, the end of the week. Another week is passing us by. May is almost out, y'all. Yep. And I just want to say, Heavenly Father, I thank you for letting me see this day, and pray that everyone else out there say the same thing. Those of you that woke up this morning, and y'all stay blessed. And I'm here on the outdoors with Mr. Hustle. As you can see, he's using a bathroom, and that was kind of quick, you know what I'm saying? I guess he had to go really bad. But that's not what I'm gonna talk about. Y'all are probably saying she's sharing too much information. She's disgusting. Well, like I said before, it's not disgusting if you have to use the bathroom, whether you're human or animal. But yeah, sometimes I can be disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Who isn't? Most of us are. Anyway, I mean disgusting in a good way, not in a bad way. Yeah, I am so thrilled hearing about Chris Brown. You know, a judge in the UK gave him bail. That's a great blessing, I am telling you. Because I've been looking at some of the jails in the UK. You know, they have channels that show different prisons and different jails. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know which one he was in, but Lord have mercy. And I guess Lord had mercy on poor Chris Brown, because he's trying to get himself back to reality. And I would have hated to know that he had to stay in there. Don't get me wrong, I don't know if he might have to go back in, you know, because of course they're going to have a case, a court case coming up. When, I don't know, but I'm just grateful that he got bail and he can continue doing what he actually went over there to do. You know, he has some kind of concert or concerts going on. People spent their money. A lot of people was worried about, you know, their money and what's going on, and, you know, really upset and stuff like that. But, you know, Chris, I'm just glad that you got out of there and you can go out there and do your thing. And just pray that things don't go south. You know what I'm saying? And if it does, just keep your head up. Just keep your head up. Just pray and keep your head up. That's all I can say. And yeah, oh my God. I don't know if any of y'all started watching the streamer cenat. You know, he is brilliant. That young man is freaking brilliant. Folks, y'all need to tune in to YouTube and watch cenat. Oh my goodness. He has a streaming university now. And for the weekend, you know, he you know, like streamers from all over had to apply for this university. And he chose the best ones he see fit for that opportunity. So last night I was watching it, right? And it showed when they're it showed them being there, in the auditorium. And oh my God, Kai Cenat, I call him Professor Kai Cenat, because this young man, he is smart, he is wise, he is witty, he's so humorous, he is brilliant. You hear me? And he don't bite his tongue. And does that surprise any of you? He is a Sagittarian, just like me. Yes, November born. That's right. Don't he joke around and stuff like that, but he don't take no SHIT. He let it out when it's supposed to come out. And whether you like it or not, oh well, that's what we say. Oh well, we tell it like it is, we give it like it is, we take it like it is, and just move on. So, those of you that never been into college, those streamers, a lot of them probably never been into a college room or nothing like that. Well, those streamers are getting a great chance to see what college life is like. Maybe when the weekend is over, some of them might go sign up to further their career. I don't know. But that is a great experience for them. But you should have seen, well, you can still watch him. But last night, this young man, Kai Cenat, he looks so stunning in his suit. Oh my goodness. He looks so stunning. Oh my goodness. And he acted so professional. You know what I'm saying? He is such a professional young man. Oh my God. He keep you cracking up. Well, he keeps me cracking up. And the way how he spoke, and he had the ones that was chosen as professors, he brought them up one by one on stage to introduce themselves. And you should have seen how they were embracing him and thanking him and all this kind of good stuff. Oh my God. And thanks to T-Mobile, excuse me, they they all, not just the professors, the students and the professors, they all receive a T-Mobile phone for streaming. It has a lot of different features and stuff like that. And no, this is not just for the time they're there. They can take it home. It's theirs and it's free. Isn't that nice? That is really nice of T-Mobile. And YouTube, they sponsored, I can't remember exactly what it was, but they sponsored a lot for them too at that university, thanks to YouTube. And there are several other places that sponsored stuff for them too. You know what I'm saying? It's great. It was great. It's great because it's not ended yet. It's for the weekend, 3 days. And then Kai Cenat introduced, he had each student, he had the folders with their names. So, each student had to come up to his office and he called them in one by one. And they came in and, he gave them their schedule and he told them, you can start streaming now. And, they all had their T-Mobile box with the phone in it. And they also had their ID card in there, I guess it has a chip on it because they can get into the room with it and stuff like that. They are not allowed to leave the building It's security is all over. Security is all over. The place is secured, people. So they don't have to worry about anything happening unless they do something stupid, and then they will be expelled. But I don't think with an opportunity like that, I don't think nobody will be that dumb to mess it up. And they're going to be fed and stuff like that. Good food. They have a cafeteria. I saw some of them eating pizza and stuff like that. They have good food that's going to be served to them. And they're going to have their own dorm rooms and stuff like that. And the place is well equipped with a gym, basketball. They have the exercise gym. It's a lot of equipment. They have a swimming pool. It looks like two. They're very large. It has a lot of everything. Oh my God. And they even have I guess there are streamers, but he hired them as cleaners. It's three young men. I'm not sure if they're streamers or not, but they are hired as the cleaners. So these three is gonna be cleaning up and stuff like that for the students and stuff. And no one is allowed to stream in the bathroom, in those areas. No one is allowed to stream in there. Privacy, people, privacy. But they can stream wherever in the building. They can stream. And DDG is there, and his friend, DDG is a professor. His friend, I forgot his name, the young man, he's a student, but I saw them in the cafeteria, and they were eating pizza. The other guy had a hamburger with fries and stuff like that. But DDG almost got himself in trouble, because he came up with this idea. Like, at colleges, they all have like some kind of sorority, So he wanted to form one, So, he was talking about it, giving ideas. And then there was two other streamers that came in, and, they were chatting and stuff like that. So the word got back to cenat, and oh my God, how the dean of the college, I said principal is for high school, correction. How the dean of the college will come to you whenever something is wrong, and they come to scold you and stuff like that. Oh my God, you should have seen little old Kai, He just came walking into the room and into DDG's room, and boy, oh boy, the dogs are out, folks. Look at them. I gotta pull Hustle away. Good morning.
Hi, baby.
They're so cute. Yeah, so DDG and Kai, they had a chat, and you should have seen DDG's face. He didn't look too thrilled. Anyway, Kai cenat, he nib it in the butt. You know what I'm saying? He's not playing. It doesn't matter if that's his friend or not. He was putting him in check, showing him, I'm the boss man here. I hired you to be a professor. You have to act professionally. You cannot be planning no party or whatever. Yeah, because it's supposed to be this big party that they're planning, But like I just said, they wanna have it like, damn, I just forgot what I said. Like when you in college, everybody join a sorority or something like that. So, yeah, like a sorority. So they got through talking and stuff like that, and then Kai Cenat, they he broke it down and stuff. He said, I hope this is not no gang thing or nothing like that, because you're here to teach, not form no gang and all this kind of nonsense. You should have seen him. He was straight up talking. I love that young man. He was nibbling it in the butt. No smiles, no laughs. He's serious. 1 minute he will smile, but the next minute, forget about it. You just don't know what to expect. So he come to an agreement with him, so they supposed to be doing it. It's going to be down in the basement, but it's still open because you never know. Might change their mind. But, DDG, he always like a lot of crowd and company. So, his thing in his head is, like he said, bringing all the students together and everybody having fun, this kind of stuff. You know how DDG is. So this is what he want to do, so we'll see how that go. But if they screw up, Kai Cenat is gonna cut their asses off. He's gonna make them leave. You know what I'm saying? Expel them, because he not playing. But it was so funny because after Kai Cenat spoke with him and stuff like that, DDG is a Libra, and they're smart face, smart mouth when they get ready. And he the chat was on and stuff like that. So he made a sign like this with his hand, I don't know what it means, but he did something like that with his hand. To me, it's like, oh, who cares? That's what I took it as. And the chat saw that, and I do believe Kai Cenat saw it too, because he has his phone in his hand. He could see the chat also. So he was going out the door, and then he just made a U-turn, and he came back, and he was like, what was that? What was that? So DDG was surprised, because I guess he didn't think that Kai Cenat saw it or would have turned around and come back to him. So I'm waiting for part 2 with that. I don't know if he's going to tell him no to that sorority party thing. I don't know. So, that's a big question mark. And leave it up to Kai. He probably will tell him, nope, you're here for one job. You're a professor. You're supposed to teach. No partying. So he probably will scold DDG. You know what I'm saying? DDG, you cannot get away with things all the time, young man. You cannot. It's not always about partying and getting together and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You have to get serious, young man. You have to get serious about something. And allegedly, I saw a part of it, but DDG was saying in a different video, that he was gonna be leaving. Leaving to go live in another state, because allegedly, Hallie has full custody of his son, so he's just moving on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing you should do, because if you can't get to see your son, if they say you can't see your son, just go about your business. One day he's going to get older, and hopefully he will come find you. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? You didn't abandon him. And there's a psychic on YouTube, Well, there are several of them, but this young lady, she's reading the cards, and allegedly, from what she's reading, Haley, there's someone in higher position that's actually controlling Haley, helping Haley, and they are against DDG, and they're trying to take DDG out. You know what I'm saying? And DDG is not really focused or paying attention to what's going on with him, around him, or nothing like that. But and they're saying that Haley is lying about some of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I wasn't there, but I did say, if someone grab your head and slam your face against the steering handle, you should have some kind of bruises on your face, not just a chipped tooth. You should have a busted lip, something like that. And they not showing anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. So, the dogs are back. They're going back home. So, I don't know about that. From what the psychic is saying, from the cards, apparently that chip been there before. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that they have some victims that when they want to get the man out of the picture, they themselves create situations like bruise up their body, do all sorts of crazy stuff, and pretend and say that the other person did that to them. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of cases out there that's like that. So, Haley, if you are lying about all those things you're saying about that young man, that is totally wrong. Allegedly, it's totally wrong. If you bruised up your arm and did all of that, you are not a nice person. You're evil, like they're saying. You're a wicked, evil person. And God don't like ugly. So whoever have you doing these things, that is bad. That is not good. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving DDG all the rights here, but if you are lying about this stuff, girlfriend, you are going to be sorry one day. One day you are going to be sorry. And you are an Aries. And you Aries are something else. And you said it anyway, allegedly. You did. You don't like trouble. You like trouble, but you don't like trouble in your yard. You are a fire sign, like you said, and DDG is a Libra. And if all I gotta say is, if you are lying about this, girlfriend, I don't have no pity for you. None, none, none. But one day it will all come out. Because whoever is in a higher standing that is trying to knock this guy off, DDG, they can pay the judge. They can pay the lawyers. They can pay the police, because it's done. It's happening. It has happened. And they don't actually need to see no proof. They can say, yes, this actually happened. And Allegedly, I don't know if that's how you ended up getting all custody to that little boy, but if you are lying, young lady, if you are lying, you are going to get yours, believe it or not. Believe it or not. I'm not playing the pity card for you. I understand and I know about abuse because I've been there. But if you are lying, you hear me? Haley, if you are lying, may the good Lord above help you. Allegedly. Because no one deserves that. No one. That young man, he don't need to be stripped from everything that he built. He might have an attitude problem. He might have this, have that. But I don't think he's mentally insane. I don't think there's nothing wrong with his mental state. I don't think so. And the psychic don't see it either. So if any of this shit is true, girlfriend, that you are lying, allegedly, you are going to be looked down upon really bad. Because right now, you know, you playing that innocent role and all this kind of stuff. But I did see videos, allegedly, where you came out of your mouth and you were saying you're an Aries, you're a fire sign, and you this and you that. But in front of people, you play that sweet little innocent role. And I know a lot of you out there are like Miss Haley, allegedly. Well, if any of that shit is true, you need to cut the crap, girlfriend, because people, even the damn psychics, even the cards are seeing through you, allegedly. DDG, I just pray that you will be okay. And if you did do any of these things to Haley, you too will see what is going to come your way. I'm not praying that no one unalive you and stuff like that, but from the psychic and what the card is saying, that's what it looked like, buddy. But I'll just keep you in my prayer. You know what I'm saying? I'll just keep you in my prayer like I do with Chris Brown. You know? And stop trying to outslick people. You're brilliant too, but be smart and be wise, you know, other ways. Don't try to connive people or connive anyone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. So folks, I'm gonna end this video right now. It's beautiful here in Orlando, as you can see. Yes. It's not really steamy hot. It's gonna be hot, but it's not hot right now. It's not cool. It's nice. It's bearable. They said showers later, but I don't see no dark clouds around or nothing like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a lovely day, as always, for me. I don't know about everyone else. But yeah, make sure you tune into YouTube and watch cenat. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be laughing your asses off. He is a brilliant young man. And I did say long time ago when he had that problem in New York City, and I did make a video asking the judge or whoever to just be lenient on that young man. But thank God he didn't have to serve no jail time. He locked the damn city down. giving away stuff to those young folks in New York City. He locked it down, I'm telling you. And I was giving him praises for that, but not knowing that he didn't ask for permission. But I was advising him in my video, prior video, that he has a great career ahead of him, but he needs to get permission first before he start doing things. And look at him now. He he has improved a great deal. That young man has etiquette. He has manners. You should see his mannerism. He's so polite. He's so sweet. He's so funny. He's serious. He's everything all in one. But he's a brilliant young man. And the sky's the limit, cenat. So you keep on doing the do. I love you so much. I don't know you. I never met you, but it's like it seemed like I know you for a long time. You are a godsend for all these young folks out there all around the world, not just here in the United States. You are. You give them encouragement. You put knowledge in their heads. You're teaching them great things, and I want to thank you for that. May God bless you always. Keep on going, Kai. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. And you're very inspiring to a lot of young folks, you know. So keep it up, Sag. Peace out.